all the same. Now Dax Norris will come out again to speak to his left-hander.
I don't know if he's going to make the move now or not. He's looking, but I don't know if Delorbe's really been throwing that long.
Yeah, it's usually going to be Blake Dean who comes out there to make those moves. So I think it's just a matter of they were trying to squeeze at least 5 innings out of Mercer and trying to avoid going to the bullpen, and now maybe caught in a tough situation. How much time can you buy?
No, he made the call.
Getting a look down there. And that is the case. We do believe that it will be Delorbe coming out of the UNO bullpen.
Here he comes.
We take the time out here. 2-1 New Orleans leads, but McNess has the bases loaded here on ESPN+.
And so I enter into evidence, my tarnished coat of arms, my muses acquired like bruises, my talismans and charms, the tick, tick, tick of...
So I think you probably you're going to play the infield in at the corners and look for the double play.
Frequently used left-handed reliever who comes in at a jam with the bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Privateers leading the McNess Cowboys 2-1. Delorbe is 2-1 on the season, about to make his 15th appearance. He's got a 3.77 ERA and 28 2/3 innings of work. Just 16 hits allowed, 12 runs all earned, 14 walks, 29 strikeouts, and opponents hitting just 170 against Delorbe, who's often been the first choice in relief out of the pen for the Privateers this year, the 5'10", 180-pounder out of the Bronx, New York. He's used to coming in these situations and dealing with a tight jam here, trying to protect a 2-1 lead.
It's always tough to bring a guy in with the bases loaded, however. I never did like having to do that.
You'll have to deal with Hollins, the sophomore. The thing about Delorbe is he's a confident guy. He believes in his ability, always has, and probably a good sort of mindset to have in the situations he often has to come into for UNO.
Yeah, definitely. Mentally, he likes these kind of situations. So I think you probably you're going to play the infield in at the corners and look for the double play up the middle.
And that's the case, obviously. Something sharply hit at the corners would come to the plate more than likely.
Right.
Delorbe will work from the windup with the bases juiced and miss upstairs. So the 3 runners on base, all of Mercer's responsibility, left after 99 pitches. Little dancing around going on by Hextad third. Pitch to the plate is a pop-up that will drift towards shallow right field. This time, Sanford coming in straight to it, and no way Hex is going to challenge his arm. And a big first out by Delorbe there.
Huge right there. And that's probably a better outcome than an infield fly. Probably. I mean, because you don't know where that ball is going to go if he doesn't make the catch. I think that was smart letting Sanford catch it.
Braden Duhan, 0 for 2. Those, of course, against Mercer, but seeing another lefty here.
Now you throw the ground ball and get out of here.
Would be the perfect situation if you can come up with it, if you're the Privateers. First pitch to Duhan outside.
As I always like to say, you're one pitch away from getting out of this mess.
Cowboys left the bases loaded in the first and stranded a runner in each of the next 3 innings. 3 on again for McNess. 1-0 to the plate. Framed well outside corner for a strike. Delorbe tends to work the corners really well and has a favorable matchup, although you normally would say so, against the left-handed hitting Duhan. Checking Hext over at third, winds and fires. 1-1 fouled off towards the UNO dugout.
It just kind of reached and poked at that one, kind of protecting the plate.
Still seeing that opposite field approach.
definitely part of their philosophy tonight.
Delorbe with 1 out recorded out of the pen. Brings the pitch to the plate and fisted towards third to his left. The throw by Hurst for 1. Never in time on the relay to first base, and McNess ties the game on the fielder's choice as Hext, who had the base hit to start off the inning, scores the second Cowboys run. But well done there by Hurst.
Yeah, that's about all he could do with it.
Bit of a cue shot to the other side, and now the Privateers caught napping, and look at that. And the umpires are going to say they had time. Well, you can't blame the effort as Duhan trying to steal 90 feet away from UNO there, but time had been called as Delorbe was just sort of wandering behind the mound. Talk about aggressive base running. Cowboys are showing that in spades tonight. So credit Duhan with the run driven in, his 16th of the year. Now Grant Mangrum will try to come out with a big 2-out hit in a 2-2 ball game. Runners at the corners for McNess. And now what do we have here? Looks like the runner able to take 90 feet anyway.
Tried to cause a forced balk, or get caught in a rundown and try to steal that run home from third.
Smartly done by Delorbe to not get caught in the trap.
Nobody covered second.
But just that reflex action can lead to that balk, as you mentioned. And
yes.
Didn't panic in the situation, but now the force out gone and 2 in scoring position. Smart base running to be sure. Swing and a miss. Challenge with the fastball to Mangrum.
Very aggressive by the Cowboys. Yeah, again, as I said earlier, when you're struggling with the bat, you got to try to manufacture runs. Play a little small ball.
Mangrum flew out to center in his first at-bat and walked an inning ago, trying to give his team the lead with 2 in scoring position, and Delorbe trying to go inside, went a little too far in. Just 3 hits for McNess. But Mercer a bit wild tonight, the UNO starter. Delorbe trying to leave it at just 1 run.
Nice pitch.
And he located extremely well there at the knees inside.
Now, I want to go back before this inning ends to Mock's play. No hesitation on his part. That's what did it. He knew what he had to do right away. Didn't look one way or the other. Just tried to make a play and get an out.
Handled the play at third for out number 2, despite it scoring the run and staying alive at the plate as Mangrum.
He could have thrown it away. He could have thrown it late to a base, or we could have got no outs out of it. But we got a big out of it because of his play.
Good mobile play by Dalton Hurst at third. 1-2 the count as Delorbe again eyeing another runner leading off third base and just getting a piece of it straight back. Breaking ball stayed up a bit. Mangrum a little upset with himself, probably a pitch he thought he could handle. See the frustration as he steps back into the box.
Usually you hit a pitch like that goes straight back, you just miss it. You just got underneath it.
He'll wait for another 1-2 from Ryan Delorbe. Rocking, firing, swinging and missing, went up again, and that time Mangrum comes up empty. So McNess ties it with a run, and they just had 1 hit in the inning.
Problem fix. Ooh, yes, problem. You need Verizon. Get the new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro on us. Only on Verizon. Oh my goodness!
For the love of football. For the love of La Liga.
The Stanley Cup playoffs begin Sunday.
We start the 6th, and Ryan Delorbe will stay on the mound for UNL after he got an inning of work in, and we can close that book on Mercer. We didn't do it earlier. The Privateer starter went 4 innings plus, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs both earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. threw 86 pitches and really labored out there. But again, kept his team in the ball game, and Ryan Delorbe did a nice job to only give up the one inherited runner to score as McNeese tied it at 2.
Yeah, you kind of wished you would get more innings out of Mercer, but he left with the lead, but with the tying and winning go-ahead runs on bases, and Delorbe came in and just did a great job considering what the mess he walked into. A fly out, a short fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now asked to keep his team in a tie ball game, and he will face Peyton Lejeune, the 8-hole hitter for the Cowboys. 1 for 2. Struck out looking his last time up, has a base hit, and chases one, swinging and missing. Delorbe, who's, a bit undersized at 5'10" as a left-hander, but I think that leads to more. We found from the shorter pitchers some more chases on high fastballs, balls upstairs because of the arm angle. The way it looks like it rides. Lejeune fouls one, third base side, 0-2 the count. Because everybody wanted the big, husky, tall pitcher, right? The downhill pitcher.
Tulane recruited a bunch of guys from the portal that are 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". They've got a handful of them.
Delorbe working off the plate, just missing. Pretty good 0-2 pitch there. Taking it is Lejeune. And yeah, the thing is, the bigger the pitcher is, there's more mechanics going on there,
right.
So more things to go wrong.
Yes. Yeah. There's more things that you've got to get coordinated. Yes, absolutely.
1-2 from Delorbe. Called strike 3. Definitely freezing the hitter there nicely. And Delorbe is confident he's working both sides of the plate, and the hitters know it, and that keeps him off balance.
I like his demeanor up there. He's a bulldog.
So Lejeune strikes out looking. And it's the second strikeout for Delorbe and fourth for Privateer pitching. That'll bring up Dowell, who's flown out to right field twice. Second straight time. It's a different UNO left-hander, though. And Lejeune struck out looking. First pitch strike to Dowell. At this point, knowing that Delorbe is done for the weekend, the Privateers might see just how far they can ride him in this game. Fastball strike, again coming inside with a fastball and hitting the black. Because normally you might think I could use him on a Sunday, but there's no Sunday with the doubleheader.
Right. So, yeah, it does change your thinking as far as how you're going to use your arms in the bullpen.
0-2 coming. Called strike 3 again. Once again, working the inside corner to a right-handed hitter. First it was Lejeune, and now it's Dowell. And quickly 2 down, and can the Privateers pitch a clean inning here? Have to deal with Simon Larinaga at the top of the order, who's 0 for 3 so far. So Delorbe looking comfortable out there for New Orleans. First pitch to the McNeese leadoff hitter, just misses. Delorbe has gone as many as 3 innings before, and those the first 2 weekend series against Georgia State and Evansville back in February, but has gone 2 innings several times. Actually, I misstated as he misses again, another close one, 2-0 the count. Had a 4-inning outing, giving up just 3 hits, no runs against UIW back on March 29th. So he's capable.
Sure.
Really bridging the gap in middle relief. 2-0 pitch. Hits the outside corner. Making it really easy for Useche, too. Hitting his spots on both edges.
Yeah. A lot of times you hit that corner, you throw it at the glove, and you're going to get that strike if you hit where the catcher puts the glove.
The 2-1 popped up and will go over the screen towards the grandstand. A little bit towards the first base side. 2-2 with 2 outs. Cameron Lejeune's pitched really well in 5 innings so far for McNeese, but he has not had a 1-2-3 inning, and neither of the Privateers. A chance for Delorbe. Here's the pitch, and just staying alive off the end of the bat. Larinaga just hanging in there. And that's always interesting when you have somebody who simply can hit his spots. Doesn't have to have overpowering stuff.
Exactly.
Just has to keep the hitter guessing.
Keep the ball moving around.
Another 2-2 coming. That one, though, missing upstairs. Running the count full. Cooper Hext on deck for McNess. He's got 2 of their 3 hits tonight. Deep breath by Delorbe. Now he'll come set. And to the plate. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. 2 looking. And then the full count strikeout for Larranaga. 2 scoreless innings doing work for Delorbe. As we go to the bottom of the 6th in a 2-2 ball game here. After the decision to call it obstruction. And fouling it all first base side. And facing the best hitter in the league. And Mitchell Sampras with the bases loaded.